I'm back with Snuggles, and today I am going to be replacing the idle air control valve. I turned the car on, had it running a bit, and was trying to adjust the idle control, and it wouldn't go down, but every time you loosened it, it would keep going up, so the idle kept getting higher and higher, and I ended up taking it out, and the grommet in there is like completely screwed, and I figured I could save some space under here to hide wires better by replacing it with the 1991 Nissan Sentra idle air control valve. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that one off, and basically this is a direct bolt-on, has the exact same pattern and everything. The only thing that it does not have is there's one port here instead of another one. So I'll pull it off and I'll show you the differences between them, but basically I just have to use one port and then block off the other ones on the intake manifold. But I'll go ahead and get these off, and as you can see I already have it off, but I just have to get the hoses off, and then I will show you guys the differences here. Give me a minute. So I got the idle air control valve out, and like I said, the difference is this has two, this has one, so now I have to block off the other little port that's over there. However, I think I didn't think about this. This hose is going to be a little bit too large, so I'm gonna have to probably get a different hose. So that's gonna be interesting, but I'll have to go to the store and buy a different hose. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing the rest of the idle stuff. So I got those hoses, or the plugs, back. You can't see it, but I got them all plugged up. I ended up buying like a box of plugs. I need to clean, my garage is super dirty, but I bought a box of plugs and plugged those, and then bolted the idle air control valve on, and I had to buy a new hose. However, that hose was not the same size as the bung that's welded on here, so I kind of had to heat this up and stretch it on a bit, but it works pretty well now. So it's not coming off, and it's not kinked at all, so it's working. But yeah, let's go ahead and start it up and see how it goes. Idling still a little bit high. I need to adjust the idle. Idling at 14.9 AFRs, and we're at about 155 on temps, so that's good. It's idling really smooth. On cold start it was really rough to get going, but now it's great. Alright, so set about 160 on temps. AFRs are 14.6, 14.7-ish. Boost obviously nothing. Idling at like 1600, but this is also not calibrated. I used to have 4-cylinder in it, so. Not gonna take it too far, but I need to shift. Well, I'll pull into the parking lot here. Papa Yui. Overall, it drives way smoother with this new what's it called? Idle air control valve. Feels great. I only hit like 4,000 on the RPMs, but I'm not trying to hit it too hard. So, we're back in the garage. Idling right at like 15. 14. Oh, it's moving around a bit. But 160 on temps. Overall, feels pretty good. I'm gonna turn it off here. But yeah, so like I said, I don't have the speedo or the tach like calibrated to this yet. So obviously it's calibrated to a 4-cylinder, and we got 2 extra cylinders, so it's going to be idling a lot higher than it actually shows. 1500 is still probably a little bit too high, but it was idling rough at cold start, so I'm going to kind of try to keep it at 1500 for now, because at cold start it won't idle very well at all if I lower it anymore, so I'd rather just be able to idle. But yeah, so overall, idle air control valve installed. I moved like one wire up above it, so now I can start moving some of the other wiring and bullshit that I have over here. I can start tugging some of it actually under the intake now that stuff's out of the way. But overall, the only thing I have left to do is make the hoses from here go back and into that. I have all of the fittings now. I was going through my fittings, and I'm not going to be using the red. I'm going to be using the blacks, but I had to actually get these laid down a bit, and because they wouldn't fit in here. So now they fit, but I'm going to seal them down and then get hoses made from here to the back and then over to the oil overflow. It's not necessary, I guess, crazy bad right now because it's not really overflowing, but that's the only thing I really have to do. And I have different black ones of these that I'm going to use. You can see the other blue ones down there, just so I can have it all blue and gold and gray basically, so, or black, gold, and gray. But I don't have it down here right now, but I have a different adapter that I can use, and it's gonna look a little bit nicer, but I'll also have a different air filter on here. So yeah, that's basically it, dude. But yeah, so basically that's it. It's running. I'm super stoked to be able to like drive it around, break the motor in, and basically hit up drift events and stuff. I also, obviously, if you've watched any of the other videos, I have this car I'm going to start building. I get my SR20 back from the machine shop tomorrow. I have pistons for it already. There is a little GT28 turbo I have, which I may not keep. I may sell it, but got to take the head to the shop, and I'm going to measure these, make sure these are all straight and good. And but yeah, so that's what's going on with this car. But yeah, overall, drives great. No knock jokes as of yet. Hopefully I don't have any anytime soon. But yeah, if you like the video, like it, and subscribe if you want.